We had a major setback in aerating the yard today. I ordered an Amazon hitch that was going to be a universal hitch that was going to fit this Husqvarna mower, but we had to go to Tractor Supply and get the next best thing. At Tractor Supply they had this Cub Cadet, and although it didn't fit or bolt right up, I knew that we could modify it. So we're going to go through modifying these direct bolt-on for different manufacturers. So let's get started. First thing we want to do is measure our center. So take a tape measure, and you can see that this hole over here is at 1 inch, and on the other side we are right at 5 1/8. So since this is at 1 inch and we're at 5 1/8, or 5 3/16, that would be 4 3/16 would be our center points where we need to drill the holes in this hitch. So 4 3/16, and our clearance, I've got 1/4 inch grade 8 bolts, so we're going to drill probably 9 32 holes. First things first, we want to measure the overall, and that's 8 inches. We want to find the center line, and that would be 4 inches. We're going to mark that at 4 inches. I'm going to keep this same center of where they had their holes at, and that's right at about, I want to say 11/16. So we're going to make a mark there. Take our speed square. Just hold that. Move the drill. So we know that 4 3/16 was the center from hole to hole on the mower. So we're going to need to go about, if we were at 4 3/16, I mean that's a minute, measurement. So just over, 2 1/16. So we'll take, I'm going to try to keep from blocking that camera. So if I put this at 4 on that center line and go 1, 2, and just over 1/16 to make a mark, and then go 1, 2, and just over 1/16. And then if we put our tape measure on 1, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and yep. So next, we'll take our drill, make sure our settings are right. So we've got it on 2. I mean, we can slow that drill down and set the drill. Take a little ballast oil, Miracle oil. Start out a little bit slow on this center drill. So now our hole started there. Spray a little bit of ballast oil on this center drill again. we've got our holes started. And what that center drill does is it just starts these holes really good in center for that drill bit, so it won't walk around. Spray this drill bit again with ball stool. And we're just really gonna start slow to start that drill bit. There's that one. There's that one. Now we'll take it to the mower after I clean this hitch up. Alright, so I've got our grade 8 hardware. We're going to go ahead and get this modified hitch plate mounted up. Nylock nuts, so we can make sure that this won't loosen up as we're towing some attachments or this aerator when we get started. Put a washer on this bolt. I grabbed some 2-inch and 2.5-inch bolts from the hardware store just to make sure that they were going to be just long enough to get through this frame rail. And the 2-inch worked for this Husqvarna frame. So our center line was perfect with our measurements. Alright, so you can see sometimes, even though Amazon doesn't come through with you or it gets lost in the house, whatever the story is with that package, you can get a different hitch plate that's at Tractor Supply, measure your center lines on the frame rail, and modify an existing hitch plate and make it work. And I like this one a little bit better. It's got a little bit of a higher capacity. It's got a 200 pound capacity on this one, so I think we're going to be real happy with this. And the grade 8 hardware is going to be just strong enough to, well, stronger than anything I'll ever be able to tow with this Z2 248 Kawasaki Husqvarna mower. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share it.